I absolutely, under no circumstances, would consider re-signing at the newer price. It's just not an option.
The only option now for Eleanor Thomas is to look for a new apartment after she was priced out of her current Upper West Side studio.
I rented it October 2021, and the beginning of July I got my renewal notice that it's going up $500 to $2,200.
It's a story renters across the city are far too familiar with. Many New Yorkers now paying the price for what's become known as the COVID discount. When people left the city during the pandemic, landlords lowered prices drastically to incentivize renters at a time when vacancies were rampant. Now, those apartments are filled, rents are back up, and then some.
Everyone I know has a story of $400 to $600 increases.
A new StreetEasy report finds rental inventory in the city went up 14% in Q2 from Q1. Of the 65,000 units available, more than a third are empty because tenants could no longer afford to live there. In Manhattan, nearly half the vacancies are because renters got priced out.
Across Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn, you have approximately, rents make up anywhere between 40 to 55% of the median household income, which is very high.
Juan Benitez Diaz with Mont Sky Real Estate says not only is inventory up because prices are unaffordable, but also because sellers are capitalizing on the hot market.
More inventory should hit, but then you run into the same issue.
The StreetEasy report shows, on average, rentals listed in 2020 or 2021 that were relisted this year were up 20%. By comparison, rentals listed in 2018 and 2019 that were relisted this year were up 4.5%.
A lot of folks got into properties that otherwise they couldn't have if it wasn't for the pandemic. And so obviously landlords are looking to recoup a lot of those lost revenues, and they're doing it quite aggressively.
Thomas says for her, that's the bright side. For 1 year, the COVID discount allowed her to live in an apartment and in a location she otherwise wouldn't have been able to afford.
So I don't feel like I was tricked in any way, but I am just frustrated that I went up so much.
But now it's time to move on and move out. And the question we all want to know is, when will these prices begin to drop? And experts they spoke with say, unfortunately, they don't have an answer, but because inflation takes a long time to correct itself, and because we haven't even reached the seasonal peak yet, which is in August, they don't think those prices will go down anytime soon. Reporting on the Upper East Side, Steph Manacero, New York 1.